As a business finance coach, accountant and educator, I see a major opportunity for businesses in underused tax planning strategies, all part of the philosophy of plan it, do it, profit. Now, proper planning, as we picked up in last week's episode, please check that out, can lead to significant savings for you and your business. Who wouldn't want that for themselves? Now, this is a strategy, by the way, that doesn't just apply to private businesses, but also not-for-profits, social enterprise charities who are employers can also benefit from this approach. In this week's video, I'm going to cover why benefits are useful for both employee and employer, why it's normally better and cheaper overall for both employee and employer. I'll give you some examples of tax-free benefits. Check out the notes at the end, by the way, for an offer and some trivial benefits as well. And there's nothing trivial about saving tax. Let's crack on with the video. Now, your company may be in a situation where you can cover the costs that or for items that employees might fund themselves. They can be provided tax-free from your employer, which may be your own company, and you can also deduct those as business costs. So if you're a tax-paying organisation, that's a win-win situation. Now, taxable benefits, what's the rationale behind them? Now, sometimes it makes perfect sense for benefits in kind to be provider because you have to do a weigh-up exercise. If you, as an employee, are funding something, and I'll spoiler alert here, like paying for your mobile phone bill, that money will typically come from your company or from the wages from your employer. That employer will be deducting national insurance, deducting income tax, and if you're a high rate taxpayer, that's going to be even more. On top of that, the employer will have to pay employees' national insurance on top. So to fund personally £1,000 worth of items like gym membership, for example, is going to be cheaper overall for the company to fund that. You can save both on the tax and the national insurance for personal benefits for the company. Can also save on the reduced national insurance costs to it. Employers have to pay an eye-watering 13.8% under current rates. And remember, in certain circumstances, the company, which could either be you, your own private business, or your employer, again, a private or a charity organisation, can save money. Now, as an example, for £1,000 worth of items you'll fund personally, that's equivalent to £1,580. Or if you're a high rate taxpayer on top of that, could be well over £2,000. Now, there are some examples of things that the employer can provide tax-free. One of those, well, for example, pensions. Now, underused strategy, your company can make pension contributions on your behalf, which can be a tax-efficient way for you to save for the future. What that also means, by the way, when you get to a certain age, 55 under current rule, 57 later on, you can cash that in and withdraw 25% tax-free. That's a win-win situation. Other examples of tax-free benefits on mobile phones. Your employer can provide you, the employee, or other members of staff with mobile phones, and you can claim this as business costs, saving money for everybody. Computer laptops and smartphones, by the way, ideal for watching our videos, can also be provided tax-free by the company. And the company, by the way, can claim that as an allowance. What are some other examples? Now, there is an exhaustive list of the free ones. I'm just going to give you a flavour. If you'd like to grab a sheet with what the other ones are, then please respond at the end of this video. The show notes will give you that opportunity. Workplace parking can be a tax-free benefit as well. Health screening, medical checkups for your employees are also provided tax-free. Now, these are tax-free and also, as an added bonus, promoting a healthy workforce. What's wrong with that? You can also pay out a home working allowance, the magnificent sum of £6 per week, tax-free for employees who work from home, and this can help cover additional costs they might otherwise incur. Now, you might think that's an insignificant sum, but the whole thing about tax savings, it accumulates. And over a year, that's a healthy saving to have. And remember, it's going to reduce your tax burden as well. Other tax-free employee perks, I said, there are quite a wide range, and you can provide these free of tax. And more importantly, there is no employee's national insurance to pay on them. And that's a good positive advantage. If you pay out a salary, employees' national insurance would have to be levied. Now, the common rationale, by the way, of valuing a benefit, and there are different rules for different items. So cars are a completely different thing in themselves. We'll deal with that in a future video. Is the value, the cost to the employer of providing that benefit. Now, there is something called trivial benefits. Now, it's not trivial saving money, but that's the term that's used by HMRC. And what these are, these can be provided, no tax, no national insurance contributions. Now, that's a general rule. To qualify, the benefit must cost £50 or less. It mustn't be cash. HMRC don't like cash, or a cash voucher. And it can't be a reward for work or performance by your employees. And it mustn't be in the terms of the contract to the employees. Now, if you are a private company, you happen to be the company director and employee, you or your family members can only withdraw up to £300 per year. When I say only 300, that's not bad. Just think of those spas, those little treats you can have, trips to the theatre, that it can all be paid for by the company, absolutely free of tax. If you're not a director, then there is no cap, but it mustn't exceed more than £50 in a month. There's nothing to report, there's no compliance, and there's no tax to NIC as well. Now, I hope you found this useful, folks, and I'd love it if you could join our wider Numbers Know How community. I said, if you want to grab a guide, get a list of what those tax-free benefits are, then click the link, and we'll provide that guide to you. If you feel that you'd like to have a bit of a health check in tax terms to see what you could optimise for yourself or perhaps your employees, then book a call, give us a shout, and we can arrange something to give you a diagnostic and find out where you can save money, and money saved is got to be a good thing. To add on the last bit of the video, for personalised advice and to become part of a supportive business community, join Numbers Know How now. Together we'll help you plan, act and profit, and as a special offer, the first 24 people who want to subscribe will be able to join free as part of our testing founding circle. If you've got a lifetime's membership, it's an eye-watering saving at £197 for lifetime. And by lifetime, we do mean lifetime. Until next week, folks.